Well, hello YouTube. Thought I'd make another video with my other camera. As you can see, it's a lot better quality. So what I've been working on is this lot of trees here that you can kind of see. Kind of finished off the little area in the cut going through here. What else have I worked on? Duck under. I worked on this grove of trees here at Railroad Lake. Been pretty good so far, and worked on the planting the houses in there better. Even put some wood, as you can kind of see, on the porch, and also have a guy splitting firewood too. So you can kind of see him cutting some wood. So yeah, I think this part really finished off nicely, and I'm going to be working on that side hopefully Wednesday night, maybe on the weekend, and get some trees up. I'm gonna have to order some more trees from Super Tree sometime soon, but you can kind of see that this side of the layout is really taking shape, and I'm quite impressed with how the fall colors have all turned out. And looks a lot like Northern Ontario in the fall time. So you kind of see I've worked on the fascia as well here. I'm not going to fill in gaps in the screw holes and such, just because if I have to move, it'll be that much more of a pain to do it. So did it all the way around here, and I'm going to finish all the way down there next. So I did this side as well here. So did some weathering of some freight cars the other day. Weathered that one. I got a work train here. It's actually taking the siding for a little bit. Weathered that O&R hopper as well, and you can see this hopper weathered it. So today we've got 182 and 5497 on the work train. Borrowed the locomotives from CP, of course. I also, a couple of the cars I picked up at the train show, weathered the center beams up, weathered this one, and they're an alcohol wash. So this one's actually a faded white, like a whitewash, and then about 3 or 4 layers of dirt and grime, different washes. Same with this one, it's a little faded. And then this one, it's hard. I find it hard to weather the white cars because everything's so, you end up doing a lot to them, and some of them you end up overdoing. So I've done that one, and a couple of cars over here that I've done too. I did this one, which I think turned out well. This MDW one, I really like how it turned out. I did a heavier fading whitewash on it, and then also did this one as well, so you can kind of see it looks a little dirty around the spot. It's supposed to be dirty. It's not overly weathered, but looks used nonetheless. I'm not sure if I showed you guys these, but I built these logs that are real logs, and got a couple more pulp log cars that I'm working on right now, and working on some wood chip cars as well, but all hand picked, hand cut, hand loaded, hand glued. Took me about 3 hours a car to load up, but I think the end result is well worth it. In the back, in the workshop, I'm not sure if I showed you guys these yet, but they're actually going to get the MRL painted over, and it's going to be Algoma Lake Superior Northern Railroad. Going to be a short line as well that's going to be running on my railroad. The train seller is working on some logos for me. Instead of having the bear the bear logo like the ACR, we're going to have the moose head. So we thought, keeping with the Canadian theme and the Northern Ontario theme, we'll have moose heads on the side of the locomotives. Should look pretty cool. Picked up that plow over at the train show for 10 bucks. Old wooden kit. Looks kind of rustic, looks kind of cool. So it works well with the Jordan spreader. Some of the other cars I've been working on. Those two I'm waiting for decals to come. So I'm going to do those. I've got 3 of those that are ACR. I've got a couple of these ones that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep CP or if I'm going to do them gray as well, and do them in HCR. So one of the other box cars I weathered was there, and again I weathered that one and that one, and that one's kind of hard to see with the camera, but I did about 20 freight cars altogether when I was you kind of get all that stuff set up and you want to just keep doing it, so that's what I did. Of course, there are some of my passenger cars. I've been thinking about maybe selling some of these passenger cars. I don't really use them all that much. They're all Canadian Pacific Walthers cars. They're weathered and such, so they look pretty cool. The only passenger train I really run is the Algoma Central, usually the train that runs all the way up to Hearst, and it's got a baggage car on each end. Runs well on the tracks, kind of suits, easy to pull with one locomotive. Run it around a few times and dodge the freight train sort of deal. So some exciting stuff that's coming. I've got 188 coming, 181. I got a friend of mine in Victoria that's doing 190 and 201. Another fella that was over in the East Coast, he's in Colorado now. He's doing, I believe, 205 for me. But here on Central, I picked up another one that was kind of a parts unit, 3012. It's at the train cellar getting done, and I'll have a pair of these units to run around in as well. So bit by bit, having fun. Like I said, I'm working on some trees, and worked out really well. Working on this area, I've got some static grass coming to do all the little areas where some long fall type static grass. But bit by bit, coming along. I think it's looking pretty good. I'm trying my best to capture the Northern Ontario rugged wilderness. I'm going to be working on 10 feet at a time, of course. So coming all the way around here, and then a friend of mine's doing the photo backdrop that's going to go along here. So that should look pretty cool, and then I can work on this area. So there you go. I'm going to delete the other video and use this one. So clean your chimneys, check your smoke alarms, stay safe.